Hey soccer players, I hope you guys are having a great time at your tournament, and I want to officially welcome you to the state that I currently call home, Pennsylvania. So, welcome. I wish I could be there with you guys, but I'm a little bit busy being a physical therapist, and my boys are pretty knee-deep in baseball right now, so I'm afraid my virtual attendance will have to suffice for today. So, my name is Todd Robbins, and I am a physical therapist. It's likely that some of you have probably been to physical therapy, but if you haven't, a physical therapist really is a movement specialist. Okay, so our key strength in skill is in assessing movement in humans like yourselves and coming up with a strategy for how to improve it. This is pretty important for soccer players like yourselves, so I've been asked to talk to you guys by your coaches and by Mr. Bill Feldmeyer. So it's fun to call him that because Mr. Feldmeyer and I played college football together somewhere less than 100 years ago. And we were just a few years older than you guys at that time. He's a very good friend of mine, so please be nice to him for me, okay? Don't give him too hard of a time. I want to talk to you guys really briefly about a few things I think are very important for young athletes like yourselves, and things that I think can help you this weekend and really beyond that. So I encourage you to try to take one or two concepts home with you that you can use until you retire as professional soccer players, or more likely as professionals in another field that you end up picking out. So first, injury prevention. Believe it or not, I actually work with a lot of my patients on injury prevention. I'm typically treating people who've already been injured, but I would actually love it if I spent more time, getting people injury-free in the first place. So you guys are young and healthy, so now's the time to talk about it and think about it. Injury is something that affects almost every athlete in every sport. I wish I could wave a magic wand and eliminate injury, but I can't. I can give you some strategies to work on, and how to stay out of the trainer's room and out of my office. Okay. So the number one issue that I see with young athletes now in the current environment is repetitive stress injuries. That just means that a part of their bodies are wearing out from doing the same movement over and over and over again. Sports are different now than when me and Mr. Feldmeyer played back in the 1900s. When I was your age, we played a bunch of different sports, okay? The soccer team in the fall just became the basketball team when winter came around, and then we just became the baseball team in the spring. Now, youth sports has really gone the route of specialization, and many athletes kind of pick their best sport when they're your age or even younger. Then they're playing that sport, performing the same movements over and over and over again all year long. So this means they're doing the same movements, putting the same stress on their joints over and over again. So I don't think I can stop sports specialization, but I think I can give you some advice on how to expose your body to different movements that will help keep you injury free. So when you do the same movements over and over, it's like wearing out the tires on your car. I know a lot of you don't drive right now, but your joints have a certain amount of stress that they can tolerate. If we do different movements, we can wear out different parts of the tire, okay, the tread of our joints, so that your tires and your joints last your whole life and don't need replacement after a certain number of miles or a certain number of soccer kicks when you're planting your left foot and kicking with your right. This is a really important concept. I really encourage you to spend time doing things other than soccer when you have a little bit of free time. When you aren't practicing and playing soccer, try to play different sports just for fun. Try and train on different surfaces like a basketball court or a trail in the woods with elevation changes, unlike a soccer field that's completely flat, right? Or even get in the ocean or the pool, like you get in the water. This changes, kind of the tread on your joints and the muscles and tendons, and it actually is proven to make you a better soccer athlete. When they take a look at the best players in a sport at top level competition in college, they found that many of them were multi-sport athletes. So Kyler Murray was drafted in Major League Baseball and in the NFL. Tim Tebow is now playing professional baseball, even though he was a professional football quarterback. If you really want to be the best at your sport, having a background with as many different sports movements as you can is really the way to go. You don't have to be great at other sports, but it's important to try them out, and move differently. It makes your body more well-rounded, which is just going to make you a better athlete. Second, let's talk about muscle recovery. So, you guys are going to be playing a lot of soccer this weekend, from what I hear. So, this is, it's a high volume of activity in a really short period of time. You may not want to hear it, but good sleep is going to be your best friend. Your body recovers when it's sleeping. You may want to stay up late, playing video games with your friends in the hotel. I know what it's like. But if you want to stay healthy, you really do yourself better by getting to bed early so that your body can recover. Sleep is so especially important for young athletes like yourselves. A lot of us you guys are still growing, So I have two boys younger than you guys, and when they ask, why do you have to go to bed so early? I tell them, because you are going to wake up bigger, taller, and stronger in the morning. Their mom is a pediatric physical therapist, and she was the smartest person in our physical therapy class in college when I went with Mr. Feldmeyer. So she knows she's the enforcer in our house, and she really implements bedtime. Bedtime means bedtime in my house, and my boys wake up bigger and stronger every morning. My boys are the tallest and most rested in their first and third grade classes, so trust me, just get to bed early this weekend, and your bodies are gonna thank you when you're out, on the pitch tomorrow. So, fine, let's talk nutrition. What you eat and drink is the fuel that you're putting into the engine that you have, which is your body. Right? There's so many things we can talk about with regards to nutrition, so I want to keep it simple. First, let's talk about hydration. Okay? Your body is 70 to 80% water. Okay? I can't overemphasize how important it is to keep drinking water this weekend. Sports drinks have their place, but water is the original Gatorade. Okay, so there are some good things about sports drinks, but you really should probably be drinking more water than sports drinks. Drink water before your games, at your games, after your games, before you go to bed, after you wake up, and with your meals. All right, just get a lot of water in. I think you get the point here. In a normal day, you really should drink about half your body weight in ounces of water. So I weigh about 200 pounds. I try and drink about 100 ounces of water on a normal day. If I'm sweating and playing in a soccer tournament, I need to drink more than that, okay? So you guys need to do that this weekend. Keep your water intake up. As far as food, let's keep it simple, okay? So when I'm at the gas station, I pick the best fuel to put into my truck. Okay? It's gonna make my truck run better. Same thing goes with your body, okay? So fried chicken fingers, hot dogs, and french fries are a staple for young boys. Trust me, I know that. These things are fine in moderation, but if you're playing a soccer tournament for the weekend, you really need to do better than that and think about it. When you're picking out food to eat this weekend, I'm going to really encourage you to choose high octane, high performance foods so you can perform your best in the games. Vegetables, lean, unfried meats, and some fruits are going to be your friends. All right. After the tournament, you can get some ice cream and some starchy foods, but for this weekend, let's stick to the good stuff before your games. Your bodies are going to thank you for it, and you can celebrate with maybe some less healthy foods after you win the tournament, right? There's plenty of time for that. When I was playing in college ball with Mr. Feldmeyer, I wish I had a better understanding of this and all these concepts. We weren't told all this information, but luckily things have improved since the late 1900s, and I want you guys to stay injury-free and perform at your best this weekend. Nobody's perfect, okay? I get that, but we can all do things that I'm recommending. We can't do them all the time, but focus on it this weekend. I get that. I encourage you to try and work on some of these things that I've talked about so that you can really be at your best this weekend. Guys, thank you so much for listening and wanting to learn about how to keep your bodies working at optimal performance levels. Please say thank you to Mr. Feldmeyer and your coaches for asking me to talk today. Most importantly, go win that tournament, okay? I tell my boys every morning, you only get one today. Make it your day. when we get to start all over again, tomorrow when the sun comes up. But now you got to get a good night's sleep, all right, and get ready to crush tomorrow. Have a great tournament and a great weekend, guys. I look forward to hearing about how you did, and just do your best.